Well, it's after that horrendous snow and ice storm, and I'm with Jan McNeelan. And Jan, we need some tips for this cleanup. It was just, everybody's had destruction.
That's true. Some of us more than others.
Of course, yes.
On our street, we lost some really big trees, always deciduous trees, not the evergreens. Lost some oaks and maples. And here we lost part of a seedling cherry. And one of the reasons it went from the ice is that it's reaching out for sun, and thus more ice is on it, more weight, and it snapped. So with the ice, most things would just melt, which they did, and it'll either come back or it won't because of the freezing weather. But what you don't want to do is go whack your shrubs to get the ice off or the snow off, because you're going to do more damage then than you would if you just waited.
Sure.
So, so the ice was the major issue for the most part, and not as much the snow, but the ice was. We haven't had a silver thaw in many, many years. So that's what we're going to do and clean this up. And I guess my neighbor's already taken the big chunk out that was here.
Just start stacking.
Yeah. He's already cutting it up for me. That's good. And then the snow is really more of an insulator. And people worried so much about their spring bulbs and things. And most of the time when we get snow like that, the bulb itself is there, and the flower though is down, and the foliage has come up, but the flower bud is still under the ground. They came up quite quickly, and now they're absolutely fine. That's why they're spring bulbs.
Yeah, they're smarter than we think they are.
They're, yeah, than we are for the most part. Yeah, for sure. And then the pruning, there's a few things that you need to know. Is first of all, how to make a cut on, say, a limb that it won't fall and rip the bark down.
Right.
So you make there's 3 cuts, and we'll have a drawing of that. But there's 3 cuts where you make a cut out from the branch, and then you make another cut, and the last cut you make and leave the collar around the branch, because that's the part that's going to heal.
Right.
So you want to make your pruning cuts correctly. You don't need to put any wound paint on them or anything. They'll heal themselves. And
it might take a couple years, but the plants have that all in their system to really kind of heal those kinds of wounds.
Right, and then you can do some shaping later. Just don't be in a hurry.
Right.
And then if there's some shrubs that have damage or broken branches, cut the broken branches first, but then find out if your shrub is grows flowers on first-year wood or second-year wood. If it's first-year wood, you can prune it. But second-year wood, you're going to prune off your flowers for this year. So find out how that's working for you.
And so where can we go to get some more of this information?
There's a lot of places. I was looking in, the Clackamas Master Gardeners have a site for the 10-Minute University, and they have lots of handouts and really, really good information. And we'll post that so that people can see that, and I'll post it on my Facebook page as well. And then the Department of Forestry in Oregon has a couple of really good pruning handouts. And then the one I looked at from OSU is Azalea and Rhododendron Care that my husband happened to write.
Well, of course, and that's really a good one too.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there is so much information, and so we'll have all of those links on the Garden Time website or on Jan's Facebook page. Really, there's so much information. You always go to your independent garden center and find out more from them too. Jan, thanks so much, and we'll be back in 2 weeks for the regular Tips of the Month. Thank you.